Alright, so, I think I moved the camera. That's cool. Anyway, I'm going to kind of explain my pedal board. I recently finished it. I got a couple new pedals in, and I went out and got some cables that do what I need to do. So, it's done for now, and I'm a happy dude. So, let's just go through the lineup. First, I go into this. It is a made by Mike Sunface, made by Analog Man originally. It's a germanium fuzz based off a fuzz face with a couple of modifications. You got your fuzz and volume, and this middle knob is a bias control, which I can't tell you the technical terms right now. But it is a germanium, and germaniums don't really like buffers to be in front of them, such as a Klon or a Crybaby. So they really like the guitar's pickups. So that's the first in my line. I come from here all the way underneath into the Mr. Crybaby wall volume. It's basically you toe down and you got a standard Crybaby 95Q wall, whatever that is, and then bypass is the volume pedal. It's got a little kick-in boost that I don't use that much, but it's pretty useful. I've used it a couple times, but you know. So I come from here, and I come all over here to another made by Mike clone. It's a Klon, which is a fancy boutique overdrive that a lot of guys really like, and I really like it too. I've just never had the budget for one, so Mike was selling his personal Klon he built for himself, and for the price I couldn't afford not to, you know. It's a neat pedal. You've got gain, treble, and output, and the gain knob is like a concentric pot that changes the gain and some EQ settings as you go up and down. So that's pretty cool. It's got tons of output. It's got a nice honky-tonk trebly. I use it as like a light overdrive, something like that, if you can see the knobs. I prefer it to like a tube screamer type pedal, just because it sounds better. I mean, it's a really sweet pedal. The buffer, it's a buffer to bypass as the original. It adds kind of a sweet mid-honey tone to my whole signal. I really like it. And over here is another made by Mike pedal, a clone of his Evex box of rock. It's a basic 3 super hard-ons in a row, makes stuff way loud, JTM 45 type tone. You know what that is. Then I go from here all the way underneath everything, plug into here my MXR carbon copy. It's a great analog delay. I really like my delays have a lot of warmth, and the carbon copy is excellent warm, grainy type delays that I quite like. And the modulation is always on. I was going to get a small clone to put before it, but I wouldn't use it a whole lot on its own. I would use it mostly with the delay, and this has a pretty cool delay built in, so I just leave that modulation switch on. It's got trim pots inside for the depth and speed. I think maybe depth. It's got trim pots inside. I can't remember how many. You can kind of custom tailor it, and I've got it sounding how I like it. I go from here into the Digitech hardwire reverb RV7. It's a stereo reverb, stereo ins and outs. It's an all Lexicon reverb. Lexicon makes some really cool rack effects that they've been doing for quite a while. But it sounds excellent. It sounds better than the Digiverb to my ears, which some people say it's pretty much a rip-off of their own pedal, but it's all, I mean, it's got true bypass. It's got an option for a tail switch you can put in there, where the reverbs carry on after you bypass it, which is pretty cool. If you're using like the reverse, get some Kevin Shields stuff going on. I mostly use the spring in the hall, just because that's how I roll, you know. That sounded really gay. Then I go into this, my favorite pedal. This pedal is the only pedal that hasn't left my board since I got it. Chord pitch black. I love the tuner. It's visible in all lights. That's not picking it up because it's not plugged in, but you get the idea. Awesome tuner. Then I head out from here to my RC2. The RC2 is mainly for me, not for like playing in a band or anything. I learn a lot of stuff from this. I mean, just between these pedals I can get an awesome variety of stuff I can do. Like I like to have the Klon and the reverb set to like a really long reverb, and the carbon copy set to like on the verge of oscillation, and get this volume pedal and just start doing crazies, you know, some Radiohead type swells and whatnot, some fuzz, heavy rhythms. If I want to do a bass line, I always roll the treble off of my guitar and turn on this boost here because it adds a really fatness boost. So that's how I do bass lines and stuff. It's pretty cool. I got everything I need, really. Let me go ahead and go flying camera mode here. So here's a look at each one of them. The wall with the kick-in stuffs. There's the sun face. You got fuzz, bias, and volume. And, oh, it's not plugged in. Anyway, germanium can't be daisy-chained with other effects because it's grounded the opposite way that other stuff's is, like this, and you know. So it's battery powered. The Analog Man one, all you got to do is this knob clicks all the way back, and it actually clicks, and that disconnects the battery. Otherwise, you want to make sure you unplug it. So it's got a pink LED. This is the Klon red LED. These are the jazz picks I use. Everyone should go buy 6 of them because that's all you can buy them in, as far as I know. Anyway, it's got vintagey amp knobs that Mike put on because he's a classy guy. That's his little picture. It's not a centaur. It's an English salty fucker. Yeah, he's got some salt in his hand. You can't see that. I wonder. No, you can't see that. That's ridiculous. Okay, Box of Rock. This is my first pedal I got from Mike. It ages really nicely. Look at that. Some mojo marks. You got yellow, or pink again. Pretty cool. There's your carbon copy. I'm not sure if I set mine like that. I will though. That's pretty cool. My reverb. More blue. Sweetness. There's that. I'm mostly playing tellies right now. There's a Squire / Fender telly I picked up pretty cheap. It's a really fun guitar. It's got no caster pickups in it right now. That's my P-Rails telly. And these pedal boards are really just amazing. It's a Pedal Train PT2. It's like 22 by 15 or 12, something like that. But I mean, I've got it right now. The daisy chain and just everything's going completely wired underneath this. And I don't have a whole lot of clutter on the top of my board, which is really nice because that's kind of annoying. But everything's kind of looped under and around. It's angled and raised off the floor, so you can fit cables and stuff underneath there if you need to. And the case is really nice. A little hard shell case you get. I'm convinced it's fireproof if you ask me. So anyway, that's kind of my board. I'll go through and do a demo later, as well as demo a couple other pedals and how they interact with each other, and some looping fun. So hopefully I won't be lazy and I'll do some stuff. Yeah, oh, one more thing. This is still sitting here because my uncle hasn't picked this up yet. It is quite the looker, so I'll go ahead and show you guys. It is a 64 Fender Jaguar in crazy awesome condition. The frets are beautiful, except for the wiring doesn't always work, but it's 50 years old. It's got the mute, I think that's original. It's got the trim lock and all that. The rhythm switch is really all that works, which is cool with me because it sounds beautiful. Anyway, it's a beautiful guitar. It's the original case, original stuff, rich cover, some chewed up picks, an old mute, this leather strap that came with the damn thing. Anyway, so I figured I'll show you that while it's here. So there you go. I'm going to play this through some of those later. Anyway, thanks for checking this out. Check out shortscale.org and made mymic.co.uk.mic. I'm not sure. I'll post it up for you guys. Anyway, thanks for checking it out.